Hello to all my beautiful people out there. I have a spiritual message from God, and basically, it's very important because when you on the right path and you're doing what God wants you to do, the devil will send the devil will come your way not only to distract you from your path, but also to make God mad. But God kind of allows this to happen just so he can see who's in his corner and who really truly is, for him. And what happened last night was really, really, really crazy and divine. So I'm minding my own business, right? Watching a documentary. And basically, one of my family members, and I said yes, family members. I ain't gonna say which one, but one of my family members asked me, could I take them to go get some Taco Bell? So I'm like, yeah, 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 I no problem. So we going down the street, it's snowing out a little bit, but I didn't think nothing of it. And I'm going down the street, and basically my truck literally just starts spinning out of control. Literally, just we on the street, and my car is like doing 360s, and I remember the song, Jesus Take the Wheel. You know that country song, and that girl she's singing, Jesus take the wheel, give me one more chance, and save me from this road I'm on. That's the same thing I thought. I said, Lord, I give it up to you. Uh, you in control. And literally, my car spun like 3 or 4 times, but it stayed on the road. And I finally guided it right where I was supposed to be. So I'm continuing to drive, and in the ditch, there's like 3 or 4 other cars that's done crashed, and like I'm talking about head-on collisions. And God saved me. So we get to Taco Bell, right? And my family member joking, saying, "Oh, this is a video game. Oh, you we was." I'm like, I'm like, that's our lives joking about. But I didn't think nothing of it. So I'm sitting in the car, and they went in to get their Taco Bell, and basically, I noticed my car was like, tilted. I mean, my truck was like tilted. I'm like, that's weird. And then my family member comes out, and they say, "Hey, you got a flat tire." I'm like, a flat tire? I said, how can I get a flat tire? So I noticed, when you around certain energies and people that God don't want you to be around, he will show you the reason why you shouldn't be around them, because they harness negative energy. And God already warned me about letting these people come in my energy. Sometimes, being nice is one thing, but saying no is another thing, to protect your energy that God wants you to have. God protects you in ways you don't even see. And and as we got back in the car, I was like, well, I didn't come prepared for this. And then they was like, oh, you should have come prepared. You should have had this and had that. See, that's what the devil wants you to believe. He believes you inadequate. The devil wants you to makes you feel like you inadequate, like you ain't doing things right. I was in my room minding my own business, watching a documentary, and here you come, and I would not be in this predicament if it was not for you. So you can't come up here and blame me. And but I knew that was the devil trying to get a rise at me. So you know what they did? They left. They decided to walk home and left me in that predicament. But you know what? I went to Speedway, and I got some assistance, but that didn't work out. So basically, I was like, Lord, how can I get back home? How can I get back home? I don't have the means necessary to, for a toll. I left my wallet at home. My phone, I left it at home. So I was sitting there, and I was like, and my family member said, "Oh, you can't make it home with a flat because the road's too icy. You can't make it." So I was like, "Well, watch God." In my mind, I was like, "Watch God. He'll make a way for me to get home." So I drove the car all the way home and I made it. And you know what? I was sitting in bed and basically I got back home and my family member didn't say a thing to me. Didn't say a thing. Didn't say, hey, are you okay? Did you make it? It didn't say nothing. That lets you know negative. They negative. You know, they want to see you down. But never mind that. So I'm sitting in bed. I was like, Lord, how can I get my tire fixed? I gotta get it towed there. I gotta, come up with some money to fix it that I ain't got right now. And God said, stop and listen to me. Look in your trunk. Look in the trunk of your look in the in your trunk. And I was like, oh yeah, I do got a tire in my trunk. I got a brand new tire with air in my trunk. The same kind on my truck. So the next morning I went and I asked the neighbors did they have a jack and everything, and I jacked my truck up and everything, and I got it on, and I'm in my car right now driving. So everything was just a test. God made that situation happen just so he could show me the people in my life that I need to stay away from. Sometimes it can be your own family members, and more than likely it's your closest friends, your family members that's gonna try to bring you down from your path. But you know what? I still give God praise. And last night they said this ain't got nothing to do with God. I looked at them like, how you gonna deny God? God, the reason why we breathing right now is because of God. Every breath we take, every heartbeat, our blood circulates through our veins and everything. He controls all that. So how you gonna say God ain't got nothing to do with every situation? He's the dictator in this life that we call our own. The moment you start trying to take over your own life, the moment calamity and situations arise, just so God can show you who's really in control. So this video is for those out there who are following the Lord. Oh, you're gonna get some tests. You're gonna get some tests, not only to test your faith in the Lord, but to test you and your strength. Because the devil wants to see you fail, but God already knows you successful. You successful, baby. You got this. We got this. So we gotta support each other. We gotta tell our stories and everything, because you never know how you can help someone in that situation. They could be going through the same thing you're going through. So I'm telling you, be careful of your family members. They can be wolves in sheep's clothing. I don't care if they give you this, if they give you that, if they say that. The devil likes to parade around and falsities. And what I mean by falsities, I mean by anything that makes you feel good. Be careful, because just because it makes you feel good, your emotions can deceive you. Emotions are the biggest deceiver. You gotta put your faith in the Lord. You know, you gotta put your faith in the Lord. And God, I want to thank you for everything you given me today, Lord. I want to thank you for my food. I want to thank you for everyone in my life who is not a agent of the devil. And I don't have many of those, but Lord, I got you, and that's all I need. That's all I need. So I'm just thankful you got me through this situation, Lord. And if this story can change anyone's lives out there for the better, Lord, you want me to tell the story, so I'm here today to tell it. And I'm just following your divine will. So thank you guys for watching. Y'all be safe out there. Stay prayed up. Keep your eyes on the Lord. If you stray, ask God for forgiveness and get back on track. We ain't perfect. I ain't perfect. Hey, I make mistakes all the time, but you know what? God puts me back on path. That's the thing. You get back on track and you get back on your divine path. Y'all have a beautiful and amazing rest of y'all night or day wherever you at. And remember, keep your eyes on God. Keep your eyes on the sparrow of God. God is amazing. He truly is.